What's up, guys? We are doing a recap of Thursday, September 29th, 2022 here. And we have a almost ideal high profitable setup here. We've got our 60 charts yellow downtrend, 15-minute yellow downtrend, our 5 minutes on a downtrend, and we have our 1 and our 30 on a downtrend. So I took an entry here off the 30-second chart up in the top left here, and I'm watching my 30-second stop loss line here push down, and we are kind of pushing down near the lows here, and so I am a lot more quicker to take my profits when I see we're trading near new lows, so we don't get these bounces here like this. I do put an order in at the bottom to try to catch new lows, which just end up working out for me, and I get a nice little pop there as well. Like I said, I'm very quick to take the gains. That's almost $100 gain right there. I'm also kind of just being very cautious because we do have a yellow on the 15 and a yellow on the 60. So we're not necessarily in an ideal high profitable setup, but I am taking advantage of the 30 and the 1 and the 5 being in that downtrend direction. And what I'm hoping that our 15 and our 60 will join the party to the downside here. And so I'm kind of just looking for another re-entry here on the 30. I do see that I have a yellow stop loss line there. So this is telling me that, hey, we may get another reversal up to the upside. We are trading at the bottom of this channel. There's a lot of times that, you know, the future here can bounce and just do a nice little recovery back to the top of the channel and then start to head down. So I'm kind of just waiting for that to happen here. I'm just trying to wait to see what happens here. We do have a yellow on the 1 minute, which is telling me to kind of hold on. And so we do get the red line here on the stop loss for the 30. The 30 is a great for to get an entry here, especially if your 1 minute is red. So 1 minute's red, 30 is red here. We're in the trade again. We're taking advantage of this downtrend here. Overall downtrend. We got the 60 down, but it is a weak downtrend with the yellow. So is the 15. It isn't a downtrend, but it is a weak downtrend with the yellow. However, we do have big red candlesticks here on the 15, which a lot of times, if there's a big red candlestick like you see here, we get these pops to the upside. So I'm just keeping an eye on that, being super cautious here on this entry. Again, finger on the trigger, ready to close my position out. I don't have any stop losses in here. That's a mistake of mine that I need to get into, is making sure I put my stop losses in whenever I enter a trade. I do end up making a nice little win there on that little trade there. And yeah, that's pretty much how the day went. It was like a very easy day. The trend was really strong to the downside. I mean, this 5 minute here was just super strong. Big red candlesticks coming in. And so I'm just going in and out of the 30-second, just taking my little breadcrumbs for the day. Nothing too fancy there. I do end up getting to another trade here on a bounce to the upside. Let's see if I can find it here. I'm still playing these downside plays here. I think I walked away with a $500 profit today. Just these really quick trades here. There's another $150, $160 win there. 200. I think I start to exit up. I exit there. The reason for my exit, again, like I said, just getting into this bounce territory here on this 30. We do end up getting the red and the 15 here, red as well. And so I'm kind of looking for another re-entry here on the 30, something a little bit more, want to see that bounce and then get back into the downside here. And so I'm going to try and get in another play here to the downside here. It's because I see that we have our hourly and our 15-minute charts and our 5 minute, everything's just really red here. And just kind of, as soon as it pushes strong, I'm like, okay, I'm waiting, watching my 30-second chart here, seeing what's going to happen. And it does a nice little push there, almost 200 feet, 300. I think this is all trade I make about like $300 here. Oh no, actually, this one here, I actually kind of give it a little bit more space. This is one that I learned from today here. So I do. Oh no, I took that exit. I'm surprising myself. I thought there was another trade because I think at this point I'm up like $700, and I'm like, okay, this is like too easy here. There's another trade further on down the road where I ended up giving back, like $200, and then I ended up finishing the day with a $500 profit, which was my intention. And so super grateful for that. And like I said here, let's see if I can catch. I think there's another trade down here. I'm catching these really nice and easy trades. But right here, so this is the trade. This is where I was like, okay, here's the bounce, right? We see this bounce. We see a yellow 5. We don't have a trend on our 1. And I'm just like, being patient here. Watching to see if I can get another push to the upside here. And if it does push to the upside, if I can get a green here, then, I'll play these bounces. But a lot of times it's very risky because we have a red here on the 60 and a red here on the 15. And so I end up buying, I end up playing to the downside here. Let's see. Yeah, I think this is where I took a loss, right around here, or a win. I can't remember. Let's see. Let's fast forward a bit. I think I ended up taking a small win there. Okay, fast forward. I think I'm fast forwarding a bit too much. I was back here. I think I caught the uptrend. All right, so here's a lesson learned here on this play. So I put a stop limit order in here down at the bottom here because I think, hey, we've got red everywhere except here. We don't have a red here, but if it starts to push down here, hopefully this will turn red, and we'll continue to push down. I'm up a bit here, and we got the red, we got everything on red. Everything is looking good. We are trading at the bottom of the channel, so I'm still really kind of cautious here. This starts to actually turn against me and starts to push up. And this is where I need to have a stop loss in place there, but I don't because I have my finger on the trigger. But one of my habits is I get to put in that stop loss, do that extra move there. This actually starts to go against me here, and I put my stop loss in there and finger on the trigger because I'm trying to see if this will go up and turn around. I put in 2 to see if I'm just going to get filled to the upside. So I got stopped out. I took like $150 loss there. And so I accidentally buy 2. This is my accident. I was trying to buy just 1 to catch this uptrend push because the 1 was kind of showing. I made a quick $200 there. That was totally by accident. But I'm back in the green here, a little bit more money. And so that was just a lucky trade there. Recap here. Yeah, that was, my mistake or sometimes it happens, right? You get the ideal setup, you get in, you get stopped out. That happens. But, all the trades before that will cover that loss because I had proper risk ratio in play there, just consistently playing that one contract of the mini, making those good trades, making $100, $200, $300. And then I took 1 loss of like 150 and accidentally made that money back. And then here I'm trying to cash the downside again. Just trying to play, a red. We do have yellow here. So this is something that I was cautious about. Okay, finger on the trigger. I got yellow. It's pretty weak here. If we start to head back up, I got to take a loss here. I think I end up taking a loss on this one here. It wasn't the ideal setup. We really don't have a trend on our 1. We're trading kind of sideways. And so a lot of times once it makes its move, I end up taking my loss there. It's another $100 loss. When it makes its move to the downside, a lot of times we'll get this sideways trading. And then we got to try and figure out and test, do our entries to see where it's going to break out to, whether it's the upside or the downside. So here I am. I'm testing the waters. I do see that our 60 and our 15 are on downside trend, so I'm hoping to catch the next downside play here. I think I ended up playing 1 more play and making some money, and then I'm done for the day. Hit my goal, and then I spent the rest of the day with my family.